Her name was Elena. When she told me, "I don't believe in deleting people from my life," I already knew what she meant. What she meant was Marcus. I'm Daniel, 34, senior financial analyst for a private equity firm in Seattle. My job is risk assessment, forecasting downside, reading patterns before other people notice them. I don't gamble emotionally. I build stable structures and step inside them. Elena was different from me in almost every visible way. She's 29. Creative director at a boutique branding agency. Big ideas, big personality, big social presence. She thrives on connection. Dinners that turn into after parties. Friends who drop by unannounced. Emotional storytelling. We'd been together 3 years, living together for 2. And Marcus, her ex from 5 years ago, was never fully gone. It started small. A random memory. Marcus used to love this band. A comparison. Marcus and I tried that place once. A reflex laugh when his name came up in conversation. Not dramatic, not scandalous, just constant. I addressed it once about a year in. I said calmly, "I don't want to feel like I'm co-starring in someone else's unfinished story." She cried, said I was asking her to erase her past, said maturity meant maintaining connections. Her friends apparently heard a version where I was insecure and territorial, so I adjusted. Not emotionally, structurally. I stopped debating. I started observing. Patterns always tell the truth. 6 months ago, my firm offered me a partnership track position. The condition? Relocate to Singapore. Bigger portfolio, higher compensation, equity participation, real trajectory shift. I brought it home that night. She didn't say congratulations. She said, "Singapore? That's intense." I said, "It's long-term, 5 years minimum. I'd want you there with me." She nodded. Thoughtful, not excited. "I'd have to think about my career," she said. Fair. 2 weeks passed. No decision. But somehow Marcus had an opinion. I know because she told me. He thinks it sounds like you're running towards something instead of building something. That was the first crack. I didn't argue. I simply registered it. Then came the rooftop night. Her agency had landed a big client. Celebration drinks downtown. String lights. Too loud music. Too much champagne. Someone mentioned bumping into Marcus at an art show. The table lit up. Elena leaned back in her chair, smiling like she was telling a good story. If Marcus ever said he wanted to try again, she laughed, I'd at least hear him out. Someone whistled. Someone said, "Ooh." Then she added, looking directly at me, "I don't cut people off just because a partner feels uncomfortable." I didn't react. I didn't defend myself. I said one sentence. "Then I won't build a future with someone who keeps a door open behind them." She rolled her eyes. "You're being dramatic." Maybe. That night, I emailed my managing partner. "I'm accepting the Singapore position." He replied within 10 minutes. "Excellent. We'll start the transition process. Decision made." When I got home, I packed an overnight bag and checked into a hotel. She texted around midnight. "Where are you?" I replied once. "We'll talk tomorrow." She responded immediately. "If this is about Marcus, I'm not cutting ties. I won't be controlled." There it was again. Control. Reframing boundaries as oppression. The next morning, I had a 2-hour call with HR, visa sponsorship, housing allowance, timeline, reporting shift, concrete, predictable, stable. When I returned to the apartment, she was waiting. "You embarrassed me," she said. "You made it look like I did something wrong. You said you'd entertain getting back with your ex." I replied, "That's not neutral. It was hypothetical. Hypotheticals reveal priorities." She laughed. "So what? You're leaving over a comment?" "I'm leaving because the comment wasn't isolated." That afternoon, I transferred my half of our shared savings back into my personal account, left a clean breakdown spreadsheet in the shared folder, changed passwords, updated beneficiaries, booked a one-way flight to Singapore. She noticed the confirmation email on the kitchen counter. "You're seriously doing this?" "Yes." "You didn't even wait for me to decide." "I've been waiting 3 years." That silenced her. The next few days felt like shared space with separate gravity. She FaceTimed Marcus one night in the bedroom, door half closed. I heard her say, "He's overreacting." I didn't need more context. Thursday morning, she tried softening. "We could try long distance." "With Marcus still in your orbit?" She didn't answer. Friday evening, my Uber arrived, and she followed me to the door. You're choosing a job over us. No, I'm choosing clarity over ambiguity. If you leave, don't expect me to chase you. I'm not asking you to. The airport felt quieter than it should have. I switched my phone to airplane mode before takeoff. 8,000 miles later, I landed in humidity and neon. Singapore is precision disguised as chaos. Clean lines, dense skyline, movement with intention. My firm had secured a temporary condo in Marina Bay. A floor-to-ceiling windows, neutral furniture, no shared history in the walls. I kept my phone off the first night. When I turned it on, notifications stacked like a backlog. Texts, missed calls, emails. I didn't open them. Not because I was angry, because I already knew what they would say. You're overreacting. Let's talk. You're throwing this away. I blocked her number, then Marcus's, then social media, not emotional. Procedural. The first week at the office was immersion. Oh, new portfolio, new regulations, new team evaluating whether I belonged. Responsibility is clarifying. It doesn't leave space for emotional limbo. On the second Saturday, an unknown number called. Country code US. I answered. Silence. Then her voice. So, that's it? Yes. You didn't even read my messages. I didn't need to. That's cold. No, it's consistent. She tried shifting. Marcus and I aren't even talking like that. I didn't ask. That's the problem. Yeah, you don't fight. I don't compete for what's already mine. Long pause. You could still come back. Come back to what? We'd just handle it differently. Would Marcus still be in your life? Silence. That was my answer. I'm not building something that requires selective blindness, I said. She exhaled sharply. You always have to win. This isn't about winning. It's about alignment. She hung up first. I blocked the number. 2 weeks later, and one of her friends messaged me on LinkedIn, said Elena was struggling, said the move shocked her. I didn't respond. Another week passed. An old mutual acquaintance emailed, mentioned seeing Elena and Marcus together at a gallery opening. The email wasn't malicious, just informational. I replied politely, thanks for the update. No emotional spike, just confirmation. Around the 1-month mark, something shifted internally. I realized I wasn't checking time zones anymore. And I wasn't wondering if she'd text. I wasn't rehearsing what I'd say if she showed up. The space wasn't heavy. It was stable. I signed a lease on a permanent apartment overlooking the river. Long-term commitment. 6-month performance targets came through. I was ahead of schedule. One night, while unpacking books, I found a photo of us from Iceland. Wind-blown hair, big smiles, arms tight around each other. I studied it, not with longing, with context. We weren't toxic. As we were misaligned, I tore it once down the middle and dropped it into the trash. No ceremony, just movement. 3 months after the move, she tried again. Different number. I made a mistake, she said. I believe you, I replied. You don't sound angry. I'm not. So that's it? Yes. After everything? Yes. You don't miss me. I miss who I thought we were. Silence stretched between continents. I didn't think you'd actually leave, she said. Yeah, I know. That was always the core. She thought I'd negotiate. Compete? Wait, I don't. I build systems that don't rely on hope. After the call, I blocked that number too. Not out of resentment, out of completion. Some people believe love is endurance. I believe it's alignment. If someone keeps a door open behind them, they're not ready to walk forward. And I don't drag anyone toward a future they're unsure about. The skyline outside my window doesn't know my history. And it doesn't care about Marcus. It doesn't care about Elena. It reflects forward. And so do I. I didn't leave to see if she'd realize I was walking away. I left because I already had.